We're going to talk to Rich, him from New York. And he says when leaving religion, people mostly have been brainwashed to believe they have no purpose, causing psychological struggles. And I am going to agree with that. Hi, Rich. How you doing?
All right. How are you guys doing tonight?
Good. You want to elaborate on that?
Yeah. I've been out of Christianity. I grew up in a very religious family. I've probably been out of Christianity for 35, 40 years. And as I listen, I realize I listen to the language of my family. I listen to the language of other people, very devout Christians. And Christianity makes you feel like you don't have the ability to make a purpose. And you end up in this place where your mind is so screwed up, even though you get away, you don't believe, you don't have the coping mechanisms. Many people just don't have it. They have been gaslighted so many years. I mean, I listen to my family. Someone, like example, one of my family members became a doctor. No one said to them, "Congratulations for your hard work." It was all about God blessing her with this gift of being a doctor. And I started listening to how perverse this language is. And that's what I see happening, and people saying they don't have community and stuff like that. But the world is mostly, there's 1,000 things you can do out here secularly. From going to concerts to going to events, bookstores. Life is full of things to do. But when you have been kept in this insular place where you've been told that you have to be part of a group that has meaning, you don't know which way to go. But life is full of things. And it's sad to watch it and listen to it.
I think part of the problem too is that religions kind of like push the fact that they have the monopoly on this type of thing. You can go to another club, you can go to like the Rock and Gem Club in my case, right? But they're not going to be able to provide you with what we can provide you with. And I think that's the dangerous problem, is that they're like the church convinces you that there is something that you can get from them that you cannot get from anywhere else. And I think we all know that that isn't true, that everything you can get from a church, you can get somewhere else. Damien, do you have any response?
Yeah, I would tend to agree, though in my personal experience, because Australia is a lot more secular, we don't quite have that level of toxic fundamentalism. Like, it certainly does exist, and I was a part of it. I was in its orbit, though our society is not quite saturated to the point where, like, if someone said, like, like if someone became a doctor, you would definitely say, "Congratulations on becoming a doctor. Your hard work is paid off." We wouldn't say, "Thank God for the skills that you got to become a doctor." So it's
constant gaslighting, and I find it sad to watch my family members, these younger family members, who are accomplishing so much and not getting credit for it because it's perversely given through the grace of God and shit like that. And it just incenses me, and I'm the one who's always saying, it's amazing how diligent you've been and all the work and your commitment and all that. But they won't. I don't think they mean to do this to them. I don't think they're doing it on purpose.
Probably because they were raised that way as well.
That is part of the problem too, is that when these people perpetuate these lies, right? Because a lot of it is just lies, they truly believe it, and to them it is not a lie, it is the truth. And that's why it's one of the reasons it's so hard to fight back at it, is because people are so convinced that they are so right. And even if they don't have any proof, it's still been pounded into their head since they were a child that this is what the world is. Yeah. And it can be really shocking when you have that rug pulled out from underneath your feet and you realize that isn't what the world is.
Yep.
And just touch on another subject real quick. The Hirsi Ali situation, I think we're giving her too much air. So what?
Okay.
Who cares? I think we're placing too much importance on keeping every player in the game. Like this somehow, we almost, in a perverse way almost of defending ourselves because she left. And why are we doing that? Why are we doing that?
I think it's, we're allowed our opinion. And look, the only reason I brought it up was because I was at a church service last Sunday and it was brought up.
Oh no, I'm not saying that I'm not saying that you're defending it, but I'm finding all over the news. I mean, even, Seth did an entire show on it tonight. And I understand that she left, but I read about 2 minutes of the article and says, okay, so what? But to your point, I can guarantee you for every one that leaves atheism to go to the church, there's 500 leaving the church to come to atheism. So I think we need to try to keep it in perspective.
Oh, look, definitely. I've got some perspective about it, but I think it's also interesting that, in the last couple of weeks, it has been a talking point on Christian social media. I woke up on Sunday morning, and I saw like all over Twitter, an atheist has seen the light, and that's why I said that Ayaan Hirsi Ali has become the new Anthony Flew. And look, you're always going to get these, and I think it's good. Yeah, and I think it's good to, stand up and use your voice so that there is some alternate commentary that is more balanced and more rational and like takes a step back and goes, well, look, hey guys, this isn't quite what it's cracked up to be,
Right. I think you're right in that sense. In that sense, you're right. They're using it as a propaganda win.
As a cudgel, I would say almost as a cudgel.
A better word for it, yeah.
Yeah.
Goes back to my pounding it into your head, right?
Does that speak to their insecurity? That they need this win.
Correct.
So, but I'll let you guys get
or it speaks to their indoctrination, one of the two.
Right. Okay, thanks for taking my call, guys.
Well, thank you. Thanks. That was a great call, Rich. I really
Thank you, Rich.
appreciate you calling. That was awesome.